Hey everyone, it's Angelica Cole. So Letecia Stauch had court this morning. It was supposed to start at about 8:30, but instead things got underway at about 8:55 a.m. Spencer Wilson did tweet that Letecia Stauch was late entering the courtroom, so not sure exactly what the holdup was, but things, like I said, got underway right at about 8:55 a.m. There were lots of people that were attending via WebEx, and they had a really hard time keeping themselves muted, so the judge just went ahead and muted the entire WebEx group. And essentially what we learned this morning is that Letecia has been given 1,400 of the 1,800 pages of what is considered case core of the discovery. So there's, 26,000 pages total, but they're considering 1,800 pages of that the case core. And Letecia Stauch has been given 1,400 pages at this point. And the judge asked her if she had been given an opportunity to view those, and Letecia said that she had not. And the judge said, well, do you still want to represent yourself? And Letecia said that she did. He pointed out that Mr. Talani had been appointed as her advisory counsel. And then he asked Letecia if she still wanted to waive the proof evident presumption grade hearing. And Letecia responded, I can't make that decision if I haven't seen the discovery. And the judge said, okay, let's deal with a couple things. And he asks Michael Allen, okay, how long is your portion of the proof evident presumption grade hearing going to take? How many witnesses do you have? And Michael Allen said, well, we've got less than 20 witnesses. We're thinking 2 days with a possible third. And then he throws in this little jab. We're not sure how efficient the process will be since she's now representing herself. And he says that basically the case core is 1,800 pages of discovery and that there's 26,101 pages total of discovery. So the judge says that he thinks they should vacate the hearing next week. So they start looking for a time to set for the next proof evident presumption grade hearing. And they started with a time in late April that didn't work, and then early May that didn't work. So it got pushed out all the way until May 20th at 9 a.m. So that is the date we have set right now for the proof evident presumption grade hearing, unless Letecia goes through the discovery and decides that she wants to waive that hearing, in which case she will file the motion for that and they will proceed that way. But as of right now, it's set for May 20th at 9 a.m. So after that was handled, the judge addressed the motion by the state to redact all identifying information for all witnesses in the discovery. So the state wants to remove all the personal information, the date of birth, social security number, addresses, etc., of all witnesses in the discovery, and that motion was granted by the judge. So hysterically, the 1,400 pages that was just delivered to Letecia will now be destroyed, and the state will provide all new copies of the discovery with all redacted personal information. Michael Allen stated that it wouldn't take too long to get Letecia all new copies of the discovery, and that they were already halfway through putting that information on a drive for her. And the problem with that is that Letecia can only access that information at the law library. So when Letecia heard this, she responded to the judge, they informed me that I can only go to the law library 2 hours once a week. How can I see all that information, is basically what she said. And the judge said, well, basically your advisory counsel acts as your liaison between you and, that information. And at this point is where her advisory counsel proved to be the most important person in the room for her, where Mr. Talani jumps in and says, why can't it all be printed? There's no reason why she can't have this information in her cell. He said that she's in her cell alone, and he didn't see any reason why she shouldn't be able to have that information in her cell. And the judge asked Michael Allen what he thought about that. And Michael Allen really could only come up with security concerns, the flight risk, if she could use the binder clips or whatever as a means of escape. So the judge said, I can see no reason why Letecia shouldn't at least have the case core of the 1,800 pages of case core in her cell. So he demanded that the DA give her those 1,800 pages printed in her cell, and that they provide everything else to her on a drive that she will be able to access at the law library. The judge then reminded Letecia that, he knows that Delaney is not representing her, but he thinks that he should be kept in the loop with what she's doing, that he's a very important part of her defense, and that, they might just want to stay on the same page. And then basically, court was over. They adjourned, and we will meet again on May 20th at 9 a.m. So this is what we've got going on right now. So keep your hats on, folks. I think it's anybody's guess as to what happens next. Let's keep our heart in prayers for justice for Gannon, and thanks for watching.